What's up everyone, Nethervvoid back with another Path of Exile build for you. This is a first look at my Blade Flurry build. It's a Raider, non-crit, going frenzy charges, going to be pretty awesome. I'm also building this with Varanastra in mind, which is the one-hand unique. It's a sword, it's a Val sword, but it counts as every type of one-hander, so, you know, mace and all that kind of stuff. So that's what this build is really going to be. The idea behind this build was to test out both the new Blade Flurry skill and also the new mega buffs to Ranger, Raider, Ascendancy. It's not crit because I really want to double down on frenzy charges, which I'll show you in a minute, and I'm tired of always going crit, just really tired of that. I know crit's really strong in the meta right now. I'm just bored of it. Like, I'm bored of always having to go shadow and always having to grab power charges and all that. It just like feels like the same build over and over, so I wanted to try something a little different. So I'm double downing on frenzy charges pretty hard. You'll see that in the gear in a second. Also, really because Raider just got huge buffs. It got majorly buffed. Let's talk about that real quick. Talk about the Ascendancies real quick. As you can see, Ranger, obviously, I've never had a Ranger character. It's my first one. And the first thing I went for is Way of the Poacher. This gets me frenzy charges, not only on kill, but also when I hit a rare or unique enemy, which means on boss fights, I will have all my frenzy charges. It doesn't matter if I kill ads or not. Also, I'm getting Avatar of the Slaughter, which gives me all kinds of bonuses when I have frenzy charges. 2% increased movement speed per frenzy charge, and then attack speed 3% per, and 3% increased attack damage per. Plus, also, it gives me another frenzy charge. With this build, I have 8 in total, so that's going to be pretty awesome. If you look at the tree really quick, you can see I'm going after the frenzy charge nodes here. I go up by Shadow and grab that. There's one by Ranger here. Then there's one by Duelist, which I grab over there as well. We'll go over the tree in more detail in a second. The next thing I'm going to do is go up and get Onslaught on kill for 3 seconds. It frees up one of my flask slots. That way I can run 3 damage flasks, and I can run Onslaught. I'll have it all the time when I'm killing trash. Then I'm going to pick up Avatar of the Chase, 100% increased Onslaught effect. Blade Flurry is all about attack speed. I stacked that a lot in this build through the tree and also through mostly frenzy charges and a couple of the Ascendancy nodes. Onslaught will now give me, with this node, 40% run speed and 40% attack speed. That is crazy. Not only will I be clearing like a mad dog, I will be running at almost like 100% run speed. And I'll show you why in a second. I have a few other things that stack on to the bonuses of frenzy charges in my gear. I also get a little bit of extra evade. That's not really why I grabbed it, but it's pretty cool. So that's kind of neat. So yeah, looking at the tree really quick here. Again, like I've said, I wanted to go for, I always like big damage and big clear speed. Move speed is a big part of that. That's why I really focused on that with this build. So you can see I kind of just obvious Ranger stuff. I pick up 194% life on the total tree. There's a link for that in the video description. But right now I'm going after this big life wheel, and I'm pretty much done with life nodes. I'm going to go after a lot of damage. I also pick up the flask charges gained nodes over here, so I can keep up my flasks, like almost 100% flask uptime. I should be able to pop those all the time, which just gives you a lot of bonuses. I'm going to be running a Lion's Roar for 30% more melee fizz. And then I'll be running an At Series Promise, which gives me 24% more physical damage as Chaos, and also some Leech. And then I'll be running the Overflowing Chalice, which gives me the 40% increased damage. Consecrated Ground on use, which is another 4% regen. This build also has a lot of regen in it, as you'll see. That will put me up to about 20 to 21% regen when I'm standing on that Consecrated Ground. It's going to be amazing. Also, the Overflowing Chalice helps fill up all my other flasks a lot faster. So I'll have my flask uptime will be crazy. I'm also going to be running one of these Basalt Flasks for 20% additional physical damage reduction. To go with my Fortify, which I plan to have in my 6th link, that's 40% reduced physical right there. I'm also planning on having 3 endurance charges, another 12. So I'm going to have plenty of physical damage reduction, not a big deal. Just running the 1 life flask right now. So it's going to be pretty cool. That's the tree pretty much. The Varanastra really is great with these nodes that give you a few different kinds of damage. Claws, daggers, and swords. Varanastra counts as each of those, so you pick up all of those. This is a 75%, almost 70 hours. It's a 73% increased physical damage node with use of Varanastra. So this whole wheel is like that, so I'll be picking up all these. I will not be picking up the crit because I don't care about crit. I'm also going to be picking up the other wheel that has this kind of double dip effect with increased attack speed and then physical damage when I have Varnostra in my hand. It's going to be pretty awesome. That's pretty much it. Really, everything else is pretty just generic. A lot of damage nodes, life nodes, attack speed nodes, and then frenzy charges. That's pretty much what I focused on this thing. And then life regen. I have a bunch of life regen in here. So after knowing that, that's the tree. I'm going to go with gear here. I'm going to show you my links first. I also picked up a lot of 20% damage gems, or just gems in general, because I don't want to have to re-roll my gems when they get to level 20. I just want to start out with 20% gems. Cost me almost an X to get these. I got Blade Flurry, and then I got melee physical damage. I've got faster attacks, area effect, and I actually noticed I'm not picking up any other area effect increases, and this is really enough for this build. You have to get a little close, but it's a melee skill. You should expect that kind of. Added fire damage support for even more damage, and then Fortify, which gives me a little bit of defense, 20% reduced damage overall. So it's pretty awesome. So I don't even have anything else set up for auras. I'm just running Herald of Ash and Hatred right now for increased extra damage from my physical damage. Obviously, those could change. I might be running Vulnerability. I'm not positive. I think that would be maybe a better idea. I'm not sure yet what I'll be running in the future. This is what I was running when I was leveling. So I've got a lot of other things to set up here. I'm not done at all, not even close. I'm also running a Stone Golem for extra regen. Again, I should have really high regen. We're talking once I hit my Chalice here, I'm going to be doing over 20% per second life regen. It's going to be crazy. So getting down here into gear, I'm going to be, again, double downing on Frenzy Charges with Blood Dance. The Blood Dance does negate the effects of Raider increased attack speed through the Frenzy Charges, but it double downs on run speed. So I'm getting actually 4% run speed per Frenzy Charge with the Blood Dance and with the Raider skill tree, which gives me 8 times 4 is 32% increased run speed, plus the boots, that's 52%, plus the tree, let's say another 10%, that's 62, plus 40% from Onslaught is 102. I'm going to be running around like a little... It's going to be crazy, okay? The run speed's going to be nuts. I'm also going to be running Snakebite. Oh, I'm sorry. There's also 1% life regen per Frenzy Charge off of... These are Legacy Blood Dance. They're really cheap. Legacy Blood Dance is like an ALK. It's going to give me 8% more life regen per second. That gets me up to like 20% like I was talking about. It's crazy. It also gives me another way to generate Frenzy Charges when I'm killing mobs. So I have a massive uptime on my Frenzy Charges. I also get another increased about 40% damage against bosses when they're on low life is really what it is. So Snake Bite, another double down on Frenzy Charges. I get another 2% increased attack speed per, 6% increased accuracy per, and then I have a reduced duration per, and also when I'm at max, I'm poisoning, which is really going to be great on bosses. But again, really getting into Frenzy Charges here, I'm probably going to be running the Restless Ward as body armor. So I get another 1% increased movement speed, so that's another 8% for my Frenzy Charges. I'm going to try to get almost 20 life regenerated per second per endurance charge, and I'll be running about 3 of those, so that should give me another 60 life percent per second for regen. That's going to be awesome. I don't know, we'll see. And it offsets the Snakebite's 80% reduced duration with 100% increased duration on my charges, so I'll actually gain a little bit of endurance from that, or charge duration. That's pretty much this whole build. The res is pretty tight on this thing. The whole build's probably going to cost me about 10x or so. Varnostra is about 2x per, and then about 5 or 6x for the 6-link Restless Ward. So we'll see. I'll bring it back. I'll do another video when that's all up to speed. Check the video description for the link to the build. And then I guess for bandits, I'm going 40 life, 8% attack speed, and 1 frenzy charge. So Oak, Creighton, going to be pretty awesome. Let me know what you think of the video description. This ran a little bit long. I hope it didn't run past the video as I showed you of me running a couple maps. It's the first maps I ever ran. And as always, everyone, stay frosty.